Hello, Mechwarrior. Welcome back to Open Plays Mechwarrior 5. We're here in the Alula Australis system, having just completed episode 81, so this is episode 82. We got quite a bit of sea bills piled up, and the current date is 3079. Just as a reminder, we began this in 3048, 2 years before the clan invasion in 3050, using the advanced start mod. I am playing Yet Another Mech Lab and several other mods. All the mods go with that up through and including Yet Another Clan Invasion or something like that. I'm also playing with Pilot Overhaul and no artillery. That's pretty much it. Oh, Better Markets. I think that's a mod as well. Anyhow, got some pilots doing some recovery, got some battlemechs being repaired. Got an adder I picked up as part of the last mission that is cored but otherwise complete. And I'm just looking at the weapons and wondering if that's good enough, or if they're good enough to strip. Because when I go over to cold storage, I click the option in Yet Another Mech Lab at the very beginning, saying that I don't want it to strip, even though it just said it did. So as you can see, the adder's still fully there, as are a lot of the guys that are in here, ready to go. All I gotta do is bring them back over. I leave them over here, kinda sorta as a cheat, because that storage cost goes up. If I drop another mech in here, I gotta pay for the extra row of storage, an instant 200k per quarter more. I know 200k per quarter is not all that much, and after all, I do have 232.6 million sea bills, but the game's called Mercenary for a reason. I try to save all the money I can. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and do a loadout on him. And because this is a Pharaoh and Indo mech, Pharaoh adds, gotta find the right place for it. Yep, Pharaoh adds 200% to the repair cost and time. Well, this actually says 100, so okay. And Indo is another 100 for this mech. I've seen it up to 200 and 300 each. So we're not going to touch that. And even if I repaired the gyro, etc., double heat sinks, etc., in the clan engine, clan XL, these are fixed. You can see where it says fixed in there. I can't take those out no matter what. So there's no point in lusting after them. You can't have them. Even if the mech was completely repaired and you got it completely intact, you can't remove them. The good part about that is it means the mech, when sold, sells for more, even though you can't get to it. Oh, I forgot. When it's a double heatsink kit, you must leave 2 clan double heatsinks. Got to be clan. Any other, when it's not the double heatsink kit, you can leave a single, and it's okay. So you can still farm your double heatsinks to your heart's content. 0 days. I'm not sure how that's going to come out. We'll see. Watch. Boink. Is it done? It's done. Okay, now I can sell it. That cost me 600k. Sell the mech and get 5.6 million. I think I'm up like 05 million. And I am. Did I repair everybody else? That's how you get rich in this game. I wish it was that easy for real life. Repair all, still at 237, and 28 days for the boar's head. I guess it took a little bit of, well, yeah, it got some armor beat off of it, didn't it? That's all it took, though, just armor. And that is the boar's head, Hero Mech Atlas. Also got the Kraken standing right next to it. Both of them are doing over 100 points of alpha damage. And both of them are doing almost, 27 and 25 in damage per second, which is sustained damage if you have somebody in target and can keep firing. We got the mean baby putting out 117 and 30 in damage per second. And the dual hag 20 or 10. Let's scroll down. Hag 20, Gauss cannon equipped. I think I'm going to stop his repair on the Marauder Alpha hero mech. And see if I can get those ER lasers a little bit upgraded. I mean, we're here. We might as well do that. It's the only thing that isn't, you know, full of a better hag, perhaps, too. I got a tier 3 hag right there. That's about the best I'm going to get, so I'll take that upgrade. Get them firing a little bit more in sync all the time. And the ER lasers. ER large, yep. I can go to 2 if I want to keep them matched, and generally speaking, I try to keep them matched. I'm really not clear how that actually lowered my overall damage by 1 point. 1.2. But raised my damage per second. That made no sense to me. These guys put out 12. 10.5. What? It went down? Oh, these aren't clan. I take that back. That's not an upgrade. Not an upgrade at all. Okay. And those are a ton more. I'd lose 2 heat sinks. And I can't put them in. They won't fit. Yep. Take that back. We'll just go back to what we had. If I had more spaces for energy weapons, I'd take these down to ER mediums and sort it out from there. I've also got heavy mediums, which behave like a large, but are only 1 ton. Not quite the range, because these are ER. But can you really shoot something at 1500 yards? Stop and take a try. You know, do a couple tries on that and tell me how it works out. I think I got a better AMS on that. Nope, I don't. End of upgrade for the Marauder Alpha. I think a cumulative change was 1 tier on the HAG. You really want $4 million for that? Are we in a conflict zone? Oh, sorry. I usually end my episodes in a industrial hub. That's why everything's taking so much. Wow. Sorry to put y'all through that. We're going to kill all of these. And so the other reason I have 237 million C-bills is knowing when to go to an industrial hub and do your work. Fortunately, when I was doing the adder, I made up for it anyway by selling it, but at least this will be a real quick thing happening this time around. Because that's the only cumulative change we made, so we just say go. Still 2 million. And everybody else was just a plain repair all. Much less, much less. I know what that guy is, so I'm not going to go take a look. What is this mission here? Battlefield against the clan. Raid against the clan. I think what we're doing, I know what we're doing this episode. Let's see what Wolf's Dragoons do to us for playing around in their playground. I think they did drop on me in the last episode on one of the anti-clan missions, but it might have been against Merrick, so I'm not really sure. Let's find out. Well, we won't find out for sure, but if it was against Merrick, then maybe this time they'll come down and help me on this mission. Poor visibility, better salvage. 25% bonus, but only 33 points even then. This tells me that Wolf's Dragoons will not be dropping in opposition to me, more than likely. That's a low, low figure.
The mission area is under heavy weather warning. It's going to affect visibility and sensors.
And I messed up. After all that talking and all that stuff, I forgot to actually repair. No, I did hit repair all, but I already had them started, so I couldn't do it. So, we're going to have to wait 13 days. And that's how you don't make money in this game. A little bit distracted. I got the grandkids and my daughter visiting for the next year. Yeah, year. And a little bit of noise in the background. So, getting them all to bed.
We've been contracted to destroy a number of tactical objectives in enemy territory. Be aware, we're only being paid for the elimination of the targets. So try not to stick around and tangle with the defenders for too long, or you'll never hear the end of it from Fard.
Let's make donuts in the desert. I think no matter what we do, we're going to have 2 at once. And I'm thinking I'd rather do that up front, so I can proceed with an abundance of caution later on, if necessary. Counter to my normal barge in and bludgeon. And that's going to streamline my lance. By which I mean narrow them down. And funnel them into a combat zone. So at the end of this, let me see if it narrows down again. Yeah, okay. At the end of this, we will realign that. Ooh, and I forgot I got a slow mech there. Keep forgetting one of these guys is 48 kph. That one. I did not know that, Mr. Kraken. I thought he was a 64 as well. See how much I don't pay attention sometimes? Speaking of the Kraken, slow in speed doesn't mean slow overall. I got a mobility gyro out there somewhere I can shove into it. Some other mech running with it. Okay, slow down a little bit, let my guys get back up into a conventional diamond shaped formation. You can do it, come on. Try to coax these guys out of their hole here. Be a lot easier if I could actually see. I think I see a building. About there. Okay. Yeah, the trick is I want to sneak them out here in this little pocket before we go through that narrow spot. Funnel them instead of them funneling me. Beatall on the approach. Sure it was you. I'm not really too worried about a single VTOL, but alright, they're not going to come out, so we'll take it through. I think we'll do the pickups later if you don't mind, Ariana. Come on out and play. Yeah, that was a lot easier than I expected.
Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now. Target destroyed. Objective down.
Well, that away. Thank you, Mr. Annihilator. Yep. Let's see. Everybody could just, you know, follow after me.
Sure, no problem. Outlaw here. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good at all to have all of my mechs running along at 64 and one of them not.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
With you. Outlaw here. Target destroyed.
Trying to get back in formation. Might sound silly, but there's a reason they actual military units follow along in a formation. Although granted, not the one they have us running in, but
Another one for the kill board.
Target destroyed.
oh, he's almost dead. Hello, little guy. You using both those legs, are you? Somebody's banging on me. Doesn't like me picking on the little guy, huh?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Hmm.
Target destroyed.
Both times I've thought I got these guys.
Scratch that target off the list. Hostile transport ship coming in.
Alrighty.
Enemy destroyed.
We'll take it out back here instead of rushing into both of them.
Target acquired.
Oh well, I don't see a transport ship or any cause for alarm.
Target eliminated.
It's behind a rock. Let's go take out the last space.
Target destroyed.
Okay, fellas, line up. Alrighty. Ignore the tiny target and follow me, guys. Yeah, I might have already drained this place out. That'd be cool. What'd be really cool is that the pickup spot's still on the other side of the map. And I drained this place out. Must be that.
Target down.
Yep.
That's the last of the targets, Commander. Now get back here before hostiles converge on your position.
That's not likely.
Target destroyed. Next.
Yeah, at least it's not 2,400 yards away. Meters away, sorry. And I see no reason I can't speed up and get there. Something's over here.
Copy. Last target identified.
Irby mech. Hey, Irby.
Target destroyed.
Yes, it was.
A job well done, Commander. Stand by for pickup.
Got another one behind us, two of them. Well, ER short laser burst would have been helpful, maybe. Sorry, it was ER large laser burst, wasn't it? What do we got here? Mad Cat Mark 4D Delta. Blown core. Couple of SRM6 Artemis, an LP laser, and an LBX-10s, all tier 1. Nope. Ah, there we go. Our much better weaponry. 25 points. Now if you add up down here what it takes to get the 25 points of weapon, you'll see, I mean, the first 3 right there are, it's even better. Here's 27 right there for 3 tier 2 PPCs, ER PPCs. The Orion 1C is carrying tier 3 weaponry, all of it, for 25. That's how you make some money. Now I need some more. Got plenty of them. Need some more double heat sinks, tell you the truth. Can't get but one, but I'll take it. And I got 3 left. Looks like SRM ammo it is, because that's all you can get for free. Yeah, it's not even clan. That's a turret or something. I mean, SRM2, tier 3, 5 shares. Ooh, I can pick up some adder salvage. What is the adder? 35 tons, 7. That means I've got one already. Okie dokie, I'll build an adder. Anybody else down here? Yeah, I'm gonna take 3 shares of commando. That'll get me a total of 25 for 25 tons. Sorry, 5 for 25 tons. Finish that puppy off. Actually did pretty good that time. Everybody did. Where are we at? Never Neverland. No, not doing that. Nope. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense when you're only a short jump away from an industrial hub not to go ahead and, if you're not pressed for time. Yeah. I think I actually lost $1 million on that, didn't I? Next one we want is down here. And I don't want to spend all I lost my train of thought. All the money on travel for waste, so I'm going to go through an industrial hub and get the repair done. That's what I meant to say. First things first, take him out of the equation for when I hit repair all. Much better. See, I mean, you're going to jump that way anyway. Travel might take you a little bit longer and cost, you don't, yeah, it might cost a little bit more for travel, but not as much as it would have cost doing the repair there. A 100 difficulty, no. I'm not doing a battlefield in the tropical forest. Sorry, guys and girls. that's going to be the end of this episode. Tropical forest, visibility sucks. And a battlefield's just not what I want to do, and visibility sucks. I'll give it a real quick beachhead, no. No. What we're going to do is we're going to jump to the Cantina on Astri, take a look at the system that was up there, which got a whole bunch of missions, because I haven't been farming the area lately. Yeah, that's more better stuff, huh? Nothing over here for the Waco Rangers, so we'll have to go with Old Ugly Face. Nope, nothing. Got a garrison duty. I'll have to take that, I guess. That's about it. Oh, you know what I forgot? Here's what I forgot. I've got this guy set up and ready to go. Bounty hunter mission, folks. Let's do a jump that way. Okay. And operations. Objective logs. Where's it at? Headhunting. A level 15 mission. 2 million sea bills. More importantly, way out of there. Yeah, we are over here. Somewhere. Here? There? Dragoons? I don't know. Oh, over here. There we go. Let's jump to Galatia. Still a whole bunch more. So, ramen. Yep. And in the next episode, we will complete that jump in. I just paid 2.9 million sea bills. Wow, yowza. Next episode, we'll jump into the headhunting mission and take out the bounty hunter. Or let him take us out. Not let him. Just have it happen. It's a pretty complicated, long, fun mission. Only done it once. So until then, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And come back to the next episode for all the excitement of taking out the bounty hunter yet again. Till then, Opus out.